Oil City Battle, Real Talk. Welcome back on, fellow. Introduce yourself.
The name is Krayshendo, back for round 2, shout out Oil City Battles.
Welcome, brother. Straight in onto the cards, because it wasn't that long ago that you was on. I know there's a few things that we're going to ask afterwards, but let's just go straight in on the card. It's a Dark Ages card, King of the Ronalds. It's in Blackburn on May 16th. The Dark Ages, which you're obviously part of. Let's start at the bottom of the card. Crazy Man versus JR the Juggernaut. What do you know about these guys, bro?
Well, Crazy Man had a tryout in Liverpool, and I watched it, and he was pretty good actually. Like, I would have thought that JR, because I rate JR. I rate his sort of, he's got a fairly clever style. So I thought JR was going to walk it, but then like I saw Crazy Man, and he was quite good. And I understand why it's a matchup, because they're both quite similar. Like, I found this one on the card is probably the hardest one for me to call, really. JR's got experience, and as I found out versus Blitz, experience counts for quite a lot. So I think I might go with JR, but I definitely think Crazy Man could surprise us. That's definitely a sleeper battle of the event. Like, definitely.
JTC versus Blitz.
Once upon a time, I would have said Blitz could have walked this, but like, Blitz has not been very good in his last few battles, and unless he can get himself focused, like Jack is just improving all the time, and I think unless Blitz can really properly get his head in the game, I'll see this going about 2-1 JTC, maybe 3-0, but we'll see what happens. Like, yeah.
Okay, bro. I believe Max versus Capo has been pulled from the card, hasn't it?
It has been pulled from the card. I don't know why, but yeah. If it had gone, I would have said 2-1 Capo.
Alright. I believe it's because Capo's fly, or maybe it's something to do with flights from, I don't know.
Isle of Man.
Yeah, it's Isle of Man, isn't it? I don't know. It's obviously, it's an international battle every time he battles anyway, let's be real.
Yeah. Yeah, Capo's distinguished career there.
Bowski versus Dean.
I do think Dean is the better writer, but I think Bowski's going to take it because he's got stronger delivery and performance. He's more experienced. He has punchlines. He controls the crowd better. Dean he stifles his own punchlines a bit because he doesn't. For one thing, he doesn't tend to do multis, and also like he tends to really sort of labour his flow to the point where it sort of cuts off, or it doesn't signal where the sort of big punchy bit is, and so he finds it hard controlling the crowd a lot of the time. So I think Bowski's just going to sort of win in the room, certainly. So I think Bowski 2-1 there.
Alright. Hulk versus Chapo.
Unless we see the Chapo that turned up versus me and Jack, I think Hulk's going to take this, because Hulk always has he has his moments. Hulk has his moments, and I don't know if Chapo coming out of his hometown without sort of live lands being there with all the rehearsal and stuff, and I'm not sure whether he's gonna continue being quite good, or whether he's gonna sort of revert to the old days. I think it's sort of, I think it comes down to how much Chapo's willing to put into this battle, really. I think Hulk 2-1, but I don't know.
All right. So obviously next on the card is you versus Zeus. So I'm not going to ask you who's going to win, because if you said it Zeus, I'd be very shocked. But how are you going about writing for it and stuff, bro? Like,
it's more or less been the same as I've always done for my battles, because my process when I go into battles, my main aim is to basically explain why someone is a bad person via rapping, and that's why everything I do is very focused on like complex and detailed angles and things, and I feel like I've done the same thing for Zeus here. I'm happy with what I have so far, is all I'll say. It's not finished yet, but I am happy with how it's gone so far, and I do think this is going to be one of my best, if not my best performance so far. I'm looking forward to what Zeus does. I'm sure it'll be interesting to see what he chooses to talk about. But I'm looking forward to this battle, and Yeah.
All right, and obviously we got the return of Pseudonym versus Jay Short.
It was really interesting to see Pseudonym on this card. It was really good to see him sort of back into battling, really, and not the first person I would have thought would come back to it. It should be good. I do see Jay Short taking this, just because I think Pseudonym might have a little bit of trouble adjusting to the stuff, because the way battling is done nowadays is very, very, very different. He could surprise us, really, but I think Jay Short Jay Short's on a bit of a killing spree at the moment. Like, Jay Short's recently got pretty good, so I do see Jay Short taking this 2-1, but it's a decent main event. Like, I like this card overall. Like, I like this whole card. This is like, there isn't really one battle that I'm not looking forward to on this card. I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun at this event.
All right, cool. So let's you released recording of you musically the other day, didn't you? I did check it out. I swear it was you. Yes, good.
Yeah.
Good. I was just like, damn, that come off the head. Like, what feedback have you had from that, bro? Is it like
very little to none. I think it was just sort of randomly stuck up there as just I wrote this to a beat. I've written lots of stuff to beats before, both sort of hip hop and even grime. Like, I had a go at grime and it was quite funny. Mostly like for the people that I've asked about sort of the stuff that I've done over beats, who are themselves like proper rappers or proper fans of hip hop, have been surprisingly positive. And I was making an effort to sort of more professionally record stuff, but then all my equipment started breaking and I got pissed off with it. But I probably will return to that later. So, you know, I have always done stuff musically. It's just been more recently that I've been doing sort of rapping over beats type stuff. But yeah, I would like another opportunity to jump in a cypher or two. I'm hoping that they're going to do one of those at the Dark Ages, like an open mic or something. Like, that's really how you sort of get the experience with like rapping to people, rapping live, rapping over beats. So I would like the opportunity to do that more.
Okay. Is there anything else in the pipeline that we can talk about, like battle-wise?
There's me versus JB is coming up for the King of the Rods tournament, which is the prize of which is a title shot and a paid-for visit to Oslo. JB said in his Real Talk that he's going to kill me. I'm just going to take the opportunity to say right now that I'm going to kill him. And I'm looking forward to the tournament. It should be fun. And I'm also going to brush up on my Norwegian for when I get to take a trip out to Oslo and visit you amongst other people. Actually, I assume you'll be.
I might be at the event. It's the complete opposite side of Norway to me, fam. To be fair, like it is. It's like an 8-hour trek for me if I don't fly.
You should though. You're gonna.
But like we'll see. Obviously, from the fan point of view of me, bro. Of course, I want to be there. Jesus. Look, from what I'm hearing, like, because there's obviously not that much announced on it, on the actual whole event, so I don't want to go announcing stuff that I shouldn't. You get what I mean, like. But from what I'm hearing, the card's gonna be very special.
Yeah, apparently there's. I heard Thesaurus is coming for something.
No. That's announced. That's announced.
Yeah.
That's been announced.
That's what I'm saying.
That whole matchup's actually announced, bro. It was announced on the first drop of the flyer. I don't know. Let me just double check that was on that flyer. Shout out, do and obviously everyone doing it. But yeah, Thesaurus versus O'Shea is announced.
Oh yeah, that's sick. Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be a great. Yeah, they have like battled each other in a 2-on-2 once, but like it was just a bit like it was 8 years ago. Like it'll be great to watch that from when I inevitably win the King of the Rods tournament and get slowed out.
Like the rest of the card's pretty good though, bro. For a Norwegian fan point, like I recommend everyone go down for that. Same as I recommend everyone come out to Mania. That's the difference, you get what I mean? Like, I don't care. Everyone should be at Mania. Mania is going to be just as popping. Admittedly, there's not going to be an American there, but what's the difference between seeing a big name American when we got five Norwegians versus 5 English?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
obviously Peace Soldier and Postal's already announced. I've got all the. I'm just finishing off the video flyer and stuff for our event right now. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to announce anything else right now. I know there's 2 certain people that are both on at me daily for opening their matchup up, and we're not doing that quite yet. But if people did their homework, they would know who it is.
You're such a tease.
I know, it's fun. It's fun. But we're working on that. What?
The other thing that we talk about was the Big Daddy Bleach situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, bro, yeah. I was going to mention that. Obviously, like, it's been on battlerap.com, it's been publicised everywhere now. So, what? Yeah. From what I'm hearing, the Antic pretty much won in the battle. But what's your take on using Antics and going that extreme?
Yeah, well,
bro? That's crazy, isn't it?
First thing I would say is that I don't want people to get, just because KOTR have marketed this and have put out special videos saying Battle Rapper eats heart, it doesn't mean that the league suggested or endorsed this necessarily. Like, obviously Big Daddy Bleach did this, I think, without telling anyone, and this is what people should have realised more about Don't Flop back in the days of the student versus teacher shit, all the various things they've done, and AHAP Battle League. Like, well, actually I don't know about AHAP, but there is a difference between AHAP and Don't Flop and King of the Ronalds. In the King of the Ronalds gimmicks, I could guarantee you all happened organically, they weren't set up or anything. As far as using Antics in battles goes, I think it is fine as long as you are someone who has proven themselves to be able to battle rap at a high quality without doing so. Whereas I think some of the earlier Daylight Antics were fine, and I was happy to see them because Daylight has already proved himself as a lyricist. I do question the integrity of someone using them to get hype before they've earned their own hype and their own fans anyway. And if you are going to do some sort of gimmick, I think it is best that there is a logical or coherent point you're making behind it, rather than just doing shit for shits and giggles. I would say that, like, the Big Daddy Bleach thing falls into that sort of latter category, except people were saying after the event that on a lyrical level, on a bars level, he did beat 142 anyway, which makes me question whether he really needed to do it at all. It is what it is. I mean, I think there is a place for gimmicks, but there is not a place for gimmick rappers or gimmick battlers, if you see what I mean.
Alright, okay, cool. Is there anything else, brother, you want to go in on? Anything else you want to bring up, discuss?
Only thing I was going to say was I'm hoping to get another Don't Flop battle soon. Once I've sorted out a job for the summer and I've finished up with the rest of this work, I'll be free over the summer. I want to get back on there. They did offer me a battle in Liverpool in March, which unfortunately I had to turn down, and I was actually rather upset about having to turn that down, but I had no choice in that instance. But I will definitely be asking and Bam and that if I could get just sort of a low-level battle, like I don't know, on a Training Days card or something, or anything they've got in the pipeline. Now that they're done with Checkpoint 2, we'll see where they're going. And yeah, I think that's about it.
Alright, bro. Well, as per usual, people, make sure you subscribe to the channel, follow us on Twitter and Facebook, all of your city battles, obviously all Krayshendo's social medias are underneath and everything, follow them as well. And this has been Real Talk, and we're out.